Okay, welcome back to episode 6 of Spit Raven. This is my kingdom built entirely above ground. A couple of things before we get into it. This is episode 6, but this is sit down playthrough 2. So last night I recorded 2.5 hours worth of gameplay. I usually do it that way. I don't usually sit down and play video games for half an hour at a time. I usually sit down and play for a couple of hours. So, although comments are appreciated, if you make a suggestion, fortunately, in between sit downs, in between uploads, it might not happen in the next episode. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Also, at the moment, I'm actually making videos faster than they're being uploaded. I've made a decision to drop down to 720p just so they render faster and are able to upload faster. My internet connection is alright, but it's not amazing for uploads, so hopefully that'll speed up the process. It can't carry on this way in terms of playing more than I'm uploading because it's holiday season at the moment. It's Bank Holiday Monday in the UK here, so I've got extra time. Eventually it'll slow down, so it's, you know, the videos catch up with them being uploaded. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so it is first day of summer, year 1. It's literally on the pause from the autosave, so nomads are going to appear any minute. When I was rendering, I did notice a big problem. I hadn't actually set the Great Hall as the Great Hall, so it was like this. Now let's see, does it affect the kingdom worth? So total worth 9,401. Does it bump it up? No, it doesn't actually, but there is some strange formula apparently that takes into your, I think it's double, it takes into account your Great Hall, so that's why it's a good idea to stick a load of cool stuff in your Great Wall. Will attract. I'm thinking with a Great Hall with this many statues and with a full 4, maybe 7. I'm gonna put my thoughts on 7 there, but we'll see. Let's unpause the game and see how many nomads we get. They won't come straight away, but I did put it back on, didn't I? Whew. That could have been bad. The other industry is working away nicely. In the mine, unfortunately, we got to the end of the copper, but hopefully we'll find it again. Where are these nomads? It also means we get to set up the military as well, which is important because tonight we will get our first attack, which can be quite scary. Also, I did build a training ground, so I'm going to suggest nicely to the woodcutters that they cut down there, so I can stick the training ground outside the front gate, and hopefully they'll do that. Just fast forward so these nomads come. Come on, nomads. Oh, 9. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. 9 nomads have arrived. Okay. So the start of this episode is going to have to be a little bit of housekeeping. I'm going to find out who we've got. As in other Let's Plays, I've seen people, you know, request that they're in they have a gnome named after them. If you really want that, I'm happy to do that. But obviously, it can't happen just in the episode you comment on, because there's likely time-space problems in terms of when it's uploaded and when it's played. So just bear that in mind. But wow, we have 9. The most I've ever got is 7 before. But 9 is pretty good. But that does also mean the kingdom worth's quite high, so we might get a couple of goblins. Let's just take a look at them. First priority is going to be the military. I think I'm going to put 3 people in the military. What I'm thinking is 3 people in the military. So that leaves me with 6. Oh wow. A mason, a cook, 2 blacksmiths, and a carpenter, and maybe another farmer. I've got plans to expand the farm quite a lot, so maybe a builder as well. Although farmers are builders, I don't know if I'm going to keep it at the moment. Farmers are builders as well, but with a lower priority, so they'll prioritise farming before they prioritise building. But you know, farmers need to be able to build their own barns and such, don't they? So it's not such a unheard of thing to expect your farmers to be able to build. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is probably pause the video here, assign a load of gnomes, and then explain why I've assigned them, etc. Okay, so we've got the new professions. I've made some custom ones like the tailor, I've made the carpenter, the mason, and the caretaker. The mason and the carpenter are basically, you know, dedicated versions of the miner and the woodcutter. The caretaker is a cook and a medic, and he'll look after the hospital once the hospital's built. Something I need to actually think about where I'm going to put that. The tailor, obviously, he's in charge of a loom and etc. Once we get an extra yak to slaughter for the bone needle that we need. So who have I got? I've got Topplenik and Doodle at the blacksmiths, so they're going to be working on the blacksmith area, and hopefully straight away, because we need to get some weapons and armor knocked out. Banken is the caretaker, Grizzled the carpenter, Bipsy, Beak, and Mazio are the soldiers. Now these two have got like badass hammer skills, which is good because I'm going to have hammer frenzy. This guy has got Mazio has got really good sword, but I picked him mostly because of he's got the highest axe out of everyone who arrived, and I am actually going to make him a frenzy axeman. In the early game, frenzy axemans are actually more useful than frenzy hammer guys because you never get gnomes with full armor. It's good to train up your hammer guys, but at the beginning, axes are much better for cutting through the goblins that come. We don't actually have any axes, so first order of business is to create the weaponsmith and try and get as many axes and hammers. I'm not sure it's going to happen, if I'm honest. We just need to survive this first attack, which will happen tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, maybe 2, 3 hammers if we're lucky. Out of that, I think I'm going to go axe, hammer, hammer, and just get them to equip what they can from the military. I must set that up actually. Squads, new squad, the common kisses of skunk. You have to be kidding me. There is no way. No, the rosy haunters of hill, the first cries for wisp, the need lobsters, the mushy soldiers, the free hugger, free hugs for all goblins, and then kill them. The green brains, aging hugger, the silken knitters of nose, the dressing salts of serpent, silvery takers. I'll do for now. The silvery takers. Basic formation. We'll stick the soldiers in there. I think Maz having the coolest name, and you know that's what it's all about. It's not about skill. It's about having a cool name. Is going to be the leader. Beak. Beak. Yeah. So Maz formation. Basic soldier, basic soldier. Uniforms, plate. For now, they're just gonna do what they do. Let's just make sure. Basic formation, perk, best defense, basic soldier, positions, retreat if bleeding, retreat to equip, uniform, and let's just assist. Cool. We don't have any ammo, so there's no need to do that. Perk, frenzy. That's what we're talking about. Increased chance to defend. Maybe not just yet. When we get more armor, it might be a good idea to just knock them down for now. Or disarm. No, most of them won't be armed. Knock them down. I will change it to frenzy, but I'm just a little bit concerned that at the beginning, since we haven't got full sets of armor, we've only got one set of armor, who Mazio will probably pick up. We're going to be in trouble. So let's unpause. Hope. Right, that's set up for coal to 20, priority 5, priority 4. You've got to set these up properly. So I need bars. You can craft bars on repeat as well. Yeah, I think that's about right. So, population, professions, assign. What are the blacksmiths doing? Stocking items. So they're probably just going to finish doing that job, and then hopefully these will turn green, because we desperately need blacksmiths to get to work. What I am going to do is designate an area for coal, which is going to go here. Now let's put it next to one. Let's save room. So this is going to be coal. Priority 4. It's goods. Coal. I want some crates for all this. It's quite important that we get some a good amount of crates in. I'll try to spread it across the two, just in case we've got surplus resources, which we do. So yeah, in fact we've got 20 planks, so we can craft 5 across them. So that's coal. Designate area. I like to have my stockpiles and my work areas sort of done well. Raw ores, quite a good priority. Goods, metal, ores. Okay, I won't bother about barns just yet. They can get piled up where they are, and hopefully, sure, blacksmiths. Let's follow one around. What you doing? Oh yeah, you might as well pick up those oranges. It started raining. Oh, you want a top hat? Like all good blacksmiths, you need top hats. Which reminds me, while we're here following him, we will build ourselves a workshop, military, training grounds. We have the 2 dummies, so training grounds outside, and we can get our guys training. The military will be training. Let's carry on. Yeah, come on. Once you've finished. What are you doing? Oh no. Okay, blacksmiths for now. It's more important the blacksmiths get on with doing what they're doing. So the professions, blacksmiths, metal. You are smelting and armor crafting and all that, aren't you? You are no longer going to be hauling because I need you on these. More important, much more important. And as you can see, turning off hauling just bumped up. Let's just double check in that profession that they really do consider blacksmithing the most important thing. Hauling is always at the bottom, so I don't know why they defaulted to that. Workshop. You got to be in your workshop, boys. Otherwise, bad things are going to happen. The greenskins are going to come, and we're going to get eaten alive. Raw ores. Okay, sweet stuff. You are priority 4, right? Yeah. Okay. Hunger breaks. Rubbish. Build storage crate. So I want a crate for my 2 crates there, 3 crates there. So that's coal, that's raw bars, raw ores, and hopefully, you know, we can get the weaponsmith set up in the next few hours. Maybe get a couple of hammers. One other thing that these carpenters really need to start thinking about is hilts for the weapons. So we need just a lot of hilts. And hafts as well. Let's check which ones. I can't because I don't have the metal workshop yet. Just in case. I think hafts are for tools and hilts are for swords. So let's just get a couple of hafts. I can check that another way, can't I? What does a knife take? A hilt. Okay. We'll see what happens. The blacksmiths are doing their job. Luckily we struck quite a lot of coal at the beginning, so we're not having to worry about how to convert these logs into coal just yet. We should get a decent amount of bars. We've got 28 ore, so that turns into about 16 things, which is 3 weapons. So 16 bars we'll get from 14, and hopefully they've got a couple already. So we should be able to get 5 weapons plus the sword that we already started with. If we can get that set up and sorted. Oh no, because we need 8 for the blooming anvil. It's these anvils, they cripple your industry at the beginning, which leads me to think let's go on another hunt for more coal, because for more copper. I will buy as much copper as possible from the merchant, but I'm thinking of today, so go on silver takers. Get your asses in gear. Look at that, the industry. Once you get the dedicated guys alongside the woodcutters, you just get some good things happening. Where is Mason? I did set a Mason, right? Carpenter. Oh no, well, that was stupid. You, sir, Bracken, are a mason. Mason, thank you, right. mason. Thank you very much. Crafting item. Yep. Don't need 2 carpenters. Okay, so they've kind of mixed around a little bit. Mazio, as he's the sword specialist, is taking the sword. The other 2 decided to split the armor in between them 2. It's actually a better idea to have one guy in full armor than split it all around. But what I will do as well, and this isn't a long-term strategy, but I will be putting everybody else into like a levy. So I'm gonna call it levy 1, and just put people like the woodcutters. They've got themselves axes. The miners are going to use their pickaxes, and hopefully, where are the miners? Am I just being blind? Very strange. Population, we do have miners. I know we do. Or not, so it seems. Have I made a mistake? Who are you? Crim Orator Taylor. Bracken Mason. I think I accidentally made some people who weren't nomads into things, which was a bit of a stupid mistake. Let's see. Yeah, I got a bit carried away, I think. Taylor, Crim, you were definitely a miner, I can tell, because you have the pickaxe. I think I've overwritten the mining. I see, there's a bit of a problem. Professions. There is no mining profession. I totally got rid of it. Let's remake it. Mining. I don't know how I managed to do that. So miners do everything apart from construct. They do all the stonework. They're a bit of a jack of all trades. Now what have I done? I'm not even sure how I've managed it. I obviously can't count past 9 because we've got 18 guys in at the moment, which is a lot actually. I'm a little bit worried about getting overwhelmed on this first night. Let's see. Let me see. So, yeah, 2 tailors. You guys with 3 tailors. 4 tailors. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you guys look like you've been mining for a while. Go back to mining. What are you doing? We only want 1 tailor. Made a bit of a boo-boo there, didn't I? All the carpentry. Let's just go through. So I've got 2 blacksmiths, that's what I want, 2 builders, 1 carpenter, 2 farmers, a mason, yeah, so mason and carpenter are the 2 specialised, I only want 1 of those. Rancher, 3 soldiers, 2 miners. I don't really want 2 tailors, if I'm honest. You can be a builder, although we don't really need builders. How about this? You can be a blacksmith for now, and then we'll put you in the builders once we've got more building work. We'll make you a builder. Just make a mental note of your name. Say that. Not very good with Ollie. I think you are, aren't you? Ollie, you are gonna be a builder. Builder blacksmith. Builder blacksmith. I like that. It's gonna be a profession. Builder blacksmith. So you do everything to do with metal, and you also build. So, Olia, welcome to your new profession. I carved out a role for you as a builder blacksmith. You are going to prioritise building over blacksmithing, and then there we go. Yeah, cool. Right, yeah. So that's set up nicely. Hopefully, let's replace some of these walls. Use some of these new builders. Terrain. Now, I said I like these engraved walls. I like them when they've only got one side. I don't like that both sides are visible, unfortunately. But there's nothing I can really do about that. Let's experiment with different types. Ooh, no, that's ugly. Ugly. Oh, thank you. Chiseled, engraved, moon engraved. Really, it should be planks, but I'm just a little bit concerned. Yeah, we've only got 8 planks left, which makes me think I need to start seriously considering, halfway through this day, expanding this area here in order to basically increase the size of the grove. I will also need to increase the size of the farms, because as you can see, food is a bit of an issue actually. Drink's a bit of an issue as well. I'm sure I set up a well to be built there. Build me a workshop. You see, when you get more people than you anticipated, suddenly it becomes a little tricky to feed them all. Although we do have a designated cook. We'll unsuspend that, who's going to be building us. In fact, we don't use wheat for anything else, so you can have loads of bread and repeat, okay? Also, ooh, I need a butcher's shop. That is something that I do need. So I need a knife for that. What else do I need for a butcher's shop? Where was I going to put it? I think I was going to put it underground in the cellar. In the cellar, and just have like a storage area for the corpses and such. Let's think. Shift you around the camera. Terrain, mine, stairs down. And then mine these out. So this is a cellar. Some of the house rules I've got for myself here are you're allowed a cellar for buildings, but you're not allowed to like pile things down this deep and start creating things. Everything's got to be it's not a subterranean but a terranean kingdom, which hopefully it's going to be a lot more fun to play, especially since I've overlaid living in a mountain. And also another perk, you don't get as much dirt. Like, you've always got too much dirt when you're living underground from all the caves that you carve out. What I'm going to do is, we have room here, designated area for the farmers. We need that strawberry farm set up. I think it's quite a high priority actually, since since we are actually a little strawberry. Since we're a little low on food. I mean, I can slaughter a yak, and I will slaughter a yak. Hopefully one will be born either today or tomorrow. That's usually how it works. Sort of one per season. The yaks have got enough straw to last them. What's this? Wheat, we've got plenty. We'll bring it back to 4. Really, the strawberry farm is the priority at the moment. We've got a good amount of cotton, which is good for when we set up the tailor. How are we doing? Have we got that anvil built? I think he's about to build that anvil. Sweet stuff. Sweet stuff. But I don't know if we'll get any extra weapons for these guys. We'll see. Anyway, military, that's what I was doing. I was setting up this levy, wasn't I? The levy are going to be in a basic formation. And I was going to have the miners as well, because they've got pickaxes which should do a small amount of damage compared to, you know, Daishwen. Fighting. Hey, Nald's quite a good hand-to-hand fighter, so let's stick Nald in there as well. Sweet. Formation, yeah, the best defense. Not really. I should really set up a levy formation, but it's very temporary. It's very temporary with the levy. Hopefully, as soon as we get a good amount of weapons and armor for these 3 guys, you know, we won't need leather anymore, because standing army is much better, especially sort of in the first few years. I mean, unless I played towards the end of year 2, so I didn't die there. I just got a bit tired of living underground, if I'm honest. So what I was doing here, build a wall. See what block looks like. The only thing is, block just looks so samey when you got it on the floor and on the walls, but whatever. Terrain, replace the wall here as well. There we go. We'll see. The Great Hall will be great eventually. I do want to move those. Deconstruct. Let's deconstruct these pillars. I'll stay where they are. Hopefully it'll lower our kingdom value a little bit as well for tonight. Another thing that is increasing our kingdom value is these statuettes. We've had them on repeat for a while. I might just I'll hold on. I want to see what tonight looks like in terms of the attack, because if the attack's nasty, we could lose someone tonight. I don't really want to, but we have 18 people in the summer of year 1. It's awesome. Come on. Yes, the anvil is set. Right, are we missing anything else for the blacksmith? No. Builders, get to it, boys. We might be able to get 1 or 2 hammers knocked out for tonight. It's very, very important. Come on, builders. What are you doing? Farmers, builders, whoever you are. Sleeping, taking down construction. In which case, I'm going to cancel these jobs because they're not important at all. Get to it. These jobs are not important at all compared to getting that blacksmith up. Go do it. Thank you very much. Okay, we can now reset some of these. It only takes 1 of them, but you know, you got to be sure. You got to be careful. You don't. You got to prioritize these things for them. So it's just a block wall, wasn't it? And we've got plenty of block walls. Also, we said replace these, didn't we? Replace. Wow. Okay, this is going to be quite a long episode, so no, not with that. I just want to see what tonight looks like. Once the monsters appear, I'll probably call it an episode, and then we'll fight them in the next episode. What am I doing? Replace wall with a block. Thank you. Sweet. Okay. I'm so conscious. I was watching through saying, oh, you know, symmetry's cheap, blah blah blah, as I was making things symmetrical. Symmetry is okay. I don't think I'm some sort of snob. I just think if you're making it's more the shape of the room. If you're making a shape, this L I think is a lot more interesting than say a cross shape or a plain rectangle, even like the Great Hall. Being able to build that sort of shape, that's what I mean by symmetry, and the night has come upon us. Blacksmiths aren't. I need a ball peen hammer, I know I do. And then I need to set up the weaponsmith ASAP. Build, workshop, metal, weaponsmith. And we need a hearth and an anvil. Oh, you see, this is where you just don't get enough. Unfortunately, we need another anvil, which means we won't have enough for any weapons, I don't think. We need a hearth. Ball peen, bar. So what? The weaponsmith, anvil, ball peen, and hearth. Okay, all those things are being built. We have the bellows because I crafted tons of those. And yeah, I should have got my metalworking set up earlier. These guys may struggle, but what we're basically going to do is when we spot them, is do a swarm. Swarm them. Hopefully it's just going to be 2 goblins, no more than 2. Nervous. Okay, goblin number 1, totally unarmed. Totally unarmed. In good health for now. From the headed land. Is that it? Just 1 goblin? We'll see. Anyway, that's for next episode.